Good night, boss. My data is low. Forex traders don't talk like that. How can you are disqualified from the Forex click just by the statement you made? Mills. How can you be crying about data in this day and age as a Forex trader? It don't work like that. You gotta put on a show, right? Put on a very beautiful, nice show. Say good night, my data is low. No. We live in an unlimited world of Forex traders. Because I'm kind of satisfied with you, Emperor. I get all I want with you. That soft onesie, it really pretty much engages with me a lot. There are some people that I kind of recognize them just by their Instagram handle because they do engage a lot. Stanley, what time will it be in Nigeria now? What time is it in Ghana? It's 1 here. That should be 9. So it's like 10. It's 10:05 in Nigeria. I see a lot of people are not really sleeping, which is like a good thing. Would you mind telling me what you're doing awake, though? Would you mind telling me exactly what you're doing awake at this time, though? Keep doing blah blah. Good work, bro. Appreciate it, man. I've had a lot of insight from you. Yeah, I mean, like, I have so much stuff under my sleeves and I keep learning. One thing about me is that I don't hesitate learning just because I have to come and show people. I used to be like that way even in school. In my school days, yeah. One thing that set me apart was that I was that student who always would want to learn something and understand it like the lecturer or the teacher, just because I want to teach my other colleagues. And I think that I just took the same mindset and approach to even trading. Ask people that know me from my high school days. I almost always had somebody that I was teaching. Either I'm teaching them maths, either I'm teaching elective maths, economics, all those difficult subjects. I would spend all the hours, countless hours, just learning. Prep time, I'm learning. School time, I'm learning. Siesta time, I'm learning. Light out, I'm learning. Just because I have to be able to explain in a very layman term to anybody that I used to teach back in the days. So it's just been like the same way with me and then trading as well. But I like to teach, I don't know, it's just part of my nature. I like to just teach people, help people understand complex things. Maybe my talent is God gave me that mental faculty to break complex things down. So the only way that I can use that to help the world is to also be able to teach, learn, use me like, the learning button. Let me just send me out there. Let me just learn it and come and break it down. I like those challenges. There was a time I even said on my Instagram live that I was going to set myself out to go learn people's strategies, like anybody at all, as far as they're willing to open up and show me. Okay, like maybe I come on IG live with Jeffrey Benson, he teaches me this, he uses 50-page breakdown of the key levels and then how he draws the trend line, the concept behind it, the ideology behind it. If it makes sense, and then he's okay with it. It's not like a privy knowledge, because Andy's going to be a privy knowledge when he's teaching the same thing out on Instagram live. Then I'll come and do a concept on it, how to trade Jeffrey Benson's GBP USD strategy. I thought about doing those kind of thing. Like, people are just gonna be. Not everybody's gonna take it that like yo, why are you making content on my what's the name? Are you making free content on my priced knowledge or my whatever it is? So I stopped, but nonetheless, it does not discourage me from like still learning other people's, stuff, like things I watch on YouTube. But I learn them for learning sake. I can really like break them down. I kind of remember those times where people used to come at me and be like, you don't know anything about SMC and this and that. You don't know anything about Wyckoff. But I had taken time, so many, like, months and years back in the day to just study them for studying sake, even though I'm not going to use them. But I still needed to know, and I did study them. I mean, it's been a while I revisited all those things, so I'm not going to be like too perfect. But like when it comes to like, the Wyckoff, I think we can have something. I learned this, mind you, about 2 or 3 years ago, and I never used it for once. But if I still, cast my memory back down in the lane, I still remember something like, is it preliminary supply, and then we have what, hey, Achu, Murphy. Then we have what, something spring, and then something. Then you divide it into like 3 phases or 4 phases, which is like the change of character phases, and then we have the automatic rally. I forgot to do this. I literally just sat down to learn them. and then I did identify some of them anyway. The first time that I studied those things, one of the key charts that I was able to use that analogy or concept to understand it was gold, and it was on the, I think, monthly time frame. So I think, yeah, we had the preliminary support somewhere here, automatic rally, and then what again? I don't see you guys, your comments. I don't know, these days my phone keeps really messing up. But here's like good on the monthly time frame. But I was able to really, like, those days, label all of those things here. Let me see if I can just Google. It's actually the accumulation, not this thing. Yeah. So that's it. So this is a preliminary supply, this is a selling climax, automatic rally, this is the secondary test, and then we have the spring, and then boom, it just takes off like that, So I had all the time to study all those things. So if you come here onto the chart, where's the chart? Preliminary supply, automatic rally, selling, climax, spring, blah blah blah. You can literally label that, and then make some meaning out of the chart with Wyckoff. But I just say because if you want to use that concept to find trade setups, sometimes it can be like very daunting. It can be like too educative. Trading is not too cool. You're supposed to be like some, when we're in high school and uni, we say you forget head. If you don't have head, you cannot read medicine. If you don't have head, you cannot read law. If you don't have head, you cannot read what's the name? Economics, mass stats, right? Mass stats economics. If you don't have head, head means that if you're not intelligent. So all these kind of things, it kind of makes trading you have to have head, intelligence, be able to chew all those names. It's not small names though. Let me show you. Preliminary support, selling climax, automatic rally, secondary test in phase B, then we have spring, then we have the test, then we have the last point of supply, then we have the buying This is the BU. I've even forgotten the meaning of the BU. The BU is what? I forgot to know. BU, I think break of the trust or something. I've forgotten. Then last point of supply, which is the LPS. Then we have the sign of strength. You know, I literally had to learn all these. And how can you just be sitting down and then chewing all these things in your head? And after chewing them, it's not as if that's enough. Then you have to come to the chart and be able to break them down. This is the break. This is before you finish market in the crowd. You know, before you finish all those breakdowns, the market would have been gone already. So I decided not to really use that approach in trading. I personally decided I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll know it for knowing sake. If somebody wants me to break it down, give them that knowledge, why not? But to sit down and say I'm gonna use that concept to trade, I intended not to use that. Why am I not able to see you guys' comments though? I'm not able to see your comment though. Anything you type for the past 15 to 20 minutes, I'm not seeing. It annoys me when I'm not seeing your comment because I like to engage with you guys. You're able to delete the guy stuff. No easy. No easy for this world inside at all. Are you okay? Are you tired? Your back aches, and me too. That's why I just run here. And my legs are feeling cool. I don't want to turn the thing on.
Yeah.
You're hot.
I was feeling hot. Pick one of the jacket. Your legs are cool.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Cover my legs for me. Thank you. I don't think my pillow is enough. Thank you.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, I think it's okay now. We'll continue our conversation from here. I have my laptop here. Where did I get to? What were the things that we were even talking about before I left? Some of us, they hot seat like this because of AUD card. Are you serious at all? How is this putting you in a hot seat? How? Like, are you serious? The trade is still literally at entry and you're in a hot seat. Like, oh God. Some people, I wonder. Somebody is literally asking me, are you married?
No.
Hey,
He's dirty.
I mean, some people just started following me. I have some new faces in the building.
Sorry, he's married.
Somebody's also asking me, how will I open a real account? Ish. It's on there.
Yeah, you should put up the video again.
We are back to square one.
You should put up the
Orientation again.
You know.
Hmm?
You should put up the YouTube video again so that you know how to set up an account.
I did put it up.
Recently, you keep getting it. So
Is your phone charged a bit? I just got a notification of a low battery.
my laptop down charging, not my phone.
Can I charge mine a bit?
Yours.
My laptop.
Your laptop is actually low.
Yes, very low. Is yours so low?
There you go.
Is yours also low?
Okay, don't worry.
She sacrificed everything for me. Let me see your face. Let me see your sacrificial face. Yes. The rules for charging our phone in this house is whoever's battery is the lowest. So if she wants to charge her phone, I want to charge my phone. We check who has the lowest battery. If I have 5% and she has 7%, then I have to charge my phone. If she has 2% and I have 3%, she will charge her phone.
Yeah, you will charge it.
Why are you oppressing us with love? Love is in the air. Grab some. You did your challenge. We did your challenge. Remember our name. I mean, the computer is gonna pick. It's gonna pick you. I think we're still talking about, concepts in trading, the knowledge, and all those kind of things, right? We're still talking about like concepts in trading, all those kind of stuffs. Hey, do you know that all the food that I ate is gone?
You're hungry?
I'm hungry.
That's serious. Should I warm the burger and chicken for you?
No, I think that what I'm lacking is water.
I should get you water?
Yes, water will be fine. I didn't drink water after eating. Can you check gold? I checked it just a few minutes ago. I didn't see anything on it. I have my laptop here, remember? Like, I have my laptop here as I'm talking to you guys. It's that I've not installed. That's why my thing. Oh, there's no iOS updates. I think there should be an iOS. Maybe can you help me?
Wait, what?
Somebody's literally asking me what's NFT.
I'll come through. Should I watch the video on maybe fundamentals?
I hope this water don't pour. What do you think about smart money concept? Smart money concept is. Or you come to say something?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I put my leg on you like this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Then why are you going to put your laptop there?
On your leg, of course.
You're not going to be comfortable.
I'm okay. It is comfortable.
Do you use juju on the market? Sometimes I use juju. I have some ring that I wear. When I wear this ring, everything is easy on the market, no loss. So let's talk about the person who was asking me about the smart money concept and what I think about it. I honestly think that it's like one of the finest concepts that you can really dedicate life of being a trader to learn, but you cannot compromise it.
People are funny.
Why?
Somebody telling you that you should change your camera because it's difficult to focus on things at night. That camera can change. Hey, I won't follow you.
Say it. The camera can change the person's life.
I won't follow you.
Because the camera is 30 freaking thousand cities. How can you be telling us that the camera is not clear? Instagram, any YouTube, people just open their mouth and say anything they like. The camera that I'm using, the people that even shot my wedding, this camera is expensive than the camera they used. Camera that I used to shoot my YouTube is even expensive than the whole camera crew that came to shoot at my wedding. And somebody is out on Instagram saying that yada 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 yada, your camera is not blah blah blah. I was about to say something with regards to like the SMC concept, yeah. I said that it's one of the finest you can really dedicate your early life as a trader, especially if you're like a beginner now. and then you're thinking that I want to, like, I've been hearing SMC concept is the ish, I want to learn it. Like, go for it, but don't compromise it. You know, somebody say branding. Yeah, go look for Canon R5. Go look for the price of Canon R5. Then you're going to understand the camera that I use to shoot videos for you guys. Let me help you. I always like to help people. Canon R5 price. In where? In Ghana or in where? You see the price in, oh, this one is 1DX. No, I'm not talking about 1DX. Price. Let's come to Ghana first. This one is even used though. This one has no lens. Do you see it? 20,000. Put the lens on it. My lens, I've forgotten the name of even my lens. Then you're well over 35,000 just for YouTube. YouTube that has not even paid up to the price of the camera that I used to shoot. Certain things I do it for fun, not for the direct reward. Still talking about, like, you know, the concept that somebody was asking, and then like why I said, yeah, you can learn that, but don't compromise it. Let me explain the real reason why I said, but don't compromise it. Don't compromise it because it has a risk element to it, you know. I mean, people didn't know that that's a camera I use, right? I see people still mesmerized about it. Can you just stretch slightly and give me my camera, please? It's a very high-end camera. When I went to Nigeria, the immigrations wanted to even seize it. They said that what if we stole it from their country? Nigeria, are you serious? Maybe do you remember that immigration officer? Why are you carrying camera like this? Next time, if you're bringing an expensive thing like this, bring receipts. I'm like, this guy, are you freaking serious? Camera that I've been taking everywhere. I took it to where? Literally everywhere I've gone to. No immigration has been like, okay, you bring receipts. I should bring receipts. Why the fuck am I going to be carrying camera receipts around? Oh, Africa people are so dumb. Some people are really some people are really dumb. Because he said that what if we stole it? What if we stole it? Are you serious? Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's just by the way though. Abuja immigration are the waste of time. I watched this video here. It pissed me. I think today is the very day that I should show it to you. As much as like I hate for all these things that our immigration people do and all this stuff, but like, you know, that video that I watched, it was a total disrespect to like Nigerians. It was a total disrespect from A to Z of that video. I like that guy, watch his content. I mean, it's just intriguing watching him, you know, living that billionaire lifestyle-ish. But like, I mean, considering your orientation, where he came from, it's not like he's from, oh, maybe you don't understand me. If you listen to his personal stories, like he worked in a cafe shop, all those things, and then crypto made him a billionaire.
He's just shallow-minded.
But if you have your background,
that blockhead idea about Africa.
oh, that guy
and
didn't.
he's really like trying to find fault in everything. Nobody forced him to come to Nigeria.
I think I want to show you guys. He's a YouTuber. He came to Nigeria. He's a crypto guy. I hope I am able to. Yes, I've seen him.
Touching cards not allowed.
He came to Nigeria, right, quite recently in his latest video. Everything that he was talking about is more like complaining. Look at this, it's not this, like, you know, that kind of thing. I'm like, bro, excuse us, bro, give us a break, bro. Like, you know, no, it was bad. Like, look at this. Even look at the introduction. Yeah, why do people do that? Like, I mean, we're in the 21st freaking century. We're in 2022. Like, watch the intro.
We'd like to invite you to the
Watch the
Marriott
intro.
Residences
Right.
open house, which will be held in the Marriott.
Thank you for your help. Is this for you?
Oh, thank you, son.
For you?
Thank you very much.
Buy something nice for you and your family.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Hello guys and welcome to another vlog. My name is Carl Grunefeld and today or tonight I'm going to Nigeria and I'm trying to get these bad boys to join for tomorrow.
Listen to his friends.
We're not coming.
We are out, brother. I don't know how to pitch Nigeria. I mean, usually I know.
Especially this guy.
No way.
Mine stuff before we went to get my wife's on. When we came back, the man had clothes or something. Then there was a woman there, right? You know, we bought all these designer stuff, so they put all in those kind of designer. But me, I don't freaking care about all those things. Zara, blah blah blah. Mention all those names. So we put them on the side. We went back to the woman with our chits, and I said, "Look, we're about to take our stuffs." We gave it to a man. He's not around. Then he watched the chits number, walked to the stuffs in the boxes, watched them, came back, and then walked to another very scanty black rubber tied small thing be in some corner, and literally came back to ask me that, is the black small thing in that corner mine? And I said, you watched my chit, you walked to my bags, you compare the number, it's the same thing. Why the fuck do you come back to come and ask me that the small black rubber thing there, is that mine? And I said, no, that's not mine. Mine is the stuffs that you literally walked to first. Then she went back to recheck it again, and look, her mannerism changed from like 100 to 0, you know. And then now had to go and call one of their whatever to come and carry our stuff. They started literally giving us that VIP treatment from the entrance all the way down to the exit. You know, it tells you like how a white man would treat you once they know that, like, you know, you have some substance. It's the same with their immigration. You know, when I went to their immigration, my wife was the one that approached them first. Me, I was just laid back. For the most part, I'm always like laid back. I don't really talk to immigration or approach people. I'm just always like laid back, minding my business. She's the one that goes through all the immigration checks and sometimes even fills my documents for me. Then this lady asked her that, Mrs., do you have any money on you? She's this Malaysian woman with a very thick accent. Do you have money? They speak broken English. Do you have money? And you know, the thing with travel here, if you don't know, let me just make you understand this, orient you, is that most countries don't want you to travel with more than $10,000 in cash. It's a way to just check, you know, what call it inflation, monetary checks against the economy. They believe that when you're coming in with so many foreign exchange, it kind of has a defect on, you know, their country's performance. So they don't really, and then sometimes also like indirect checks to money laundering and stuff like that. So she asked her that, do you have any money on you? Then because we were traveling always with like a debit card, so there was no need to even put any money on us. So I'm like, no, we did. She answered that, no, we don't have any money on us. He said, huh? Why do you say you don't have any money on you? How can you come in here and you don't have money? We'll take you back to your country. And we're just watching her like, ah. So she didn't finish saying that. Then my wife interjected again and said, we have money. Then he said, you literally said you don't have money. Now you're saying you have money. You think I'm come to take your money? Sit down here. Go. So I realized that no, this woman is like just overreacting. So I got to come in, because you cannot talk to like my wife that way. Like, just chill, It's not like we're in your country legally and then we're not freaking trying to find anything in your country. Not Malaysia, bro. What are you talking about? You guys even came for, what's the name? Palm nut from Ghana before your country became Malaysia that it is today. So chill, sit down and chill somewhere. So I went in and I was like, what is the problem? Like, what is the problem? And he said, you said you don't have money. What are you doing? And I said, we have money, but we do not carry cash. Every money that we have is on our debit card. He said, no, I don't care. Show me evidence. Like, why? How am I going to show you evidence now? Should I scratch the card and show you the evidence or what? Then I asked her that the only way that I can show you evidence is to open my bank app for you. Do you want to see my account balance in my bank app? Like, yes, show me. Okay, no problem. And I punched, pop, and I showed her, and I opened it to her. Then she saw a whole lot of numbers, obviously, and then it's not her currency, so she cannot really convert it because they spend ringgit. Malaysia spends ringgit, and then she's seeing like, and then she asked me that, how much is this? And then I said, it's to her. She said, huh? Are you sure? like the expression on her face, like, to date, I cannot really like forget that expression. That shock, that anxiousness, that mesmerized feeling. Like, huh? You sure? And I said, I almost told her that, don't you have internet? Go and convert it on your phone. But I didn't want to be rude. So I just calmed. I'm like, yeah. Look, her anger, her attitude, everything just went from 100 to 0. Literally offered me a seat. She didn't offer my wife a seat. Are you still insulted?
She wants to take my husband from me. She wants to take my husband from me. Can you imagine?
This woman literally offered me a seat. Oh, sit down here. Sit down here. Come and sign this one. Come and stamp this one. She forgot about my wife. Like, my wife, dear, Kotinanchenkra. Oh, dear. Like, come and sit down here. Oh, are you okay? Like, all of a sudden, I'm like wondering, like, are we really witnessing real thing in the world? Or like, is this some joke or what? Like, how is this even possible? I'm serious. Like, I was just wondering within that short couple of minutes there, I'm wondering, is this the same person that we were talking to? This same arrogant Malaysian police immigration woman that is just shouting on top of her voice, ordering people. Is she the same person here? So mellowed, like cocoa butter or shea butter. Apparently, our guys in Malaysia were telling us that if it wasn't for the fact that I came with my wife, right, this woman would just take my number from the immigration document and call me later. I'm like, hey, I am the immigration woman. I'm checking up on you. Are you okay? Okay, we need to come and do some checks in your house. And then she'll probably come and, you know what I mean already. But yeah, it's that serious. Like, as far as like you got some Lucci, these people don't mind putting their pedigree on the side and then, acting unprofessional. So it tells you how, like, what I mean by putting that black excellence at the forefront of, whatever you do. Always having that, like, that's freaking strong mind, Like, always striving to also enjoy the best, be among the best. Like, everything gotta be the best of the best of the best of the best. The way invoice, they are no sure say she they be safe. Anyway, So yeah, that's just a story about this Runevelt or whatever his name is guy, and then how I got pissed, then sharing with you. It's not necessarily to create some hate or create some animosity or create all this kind of thing, revenge kind of a thing. But like you gotta always like assume what you truly deserve. Do you know that tell you the truth, right? Tell you the truth. When I started my trading journey, when I started my trading journey, my Kojo Forex brand actually itself, I really had a whole lot of foreigners, especially like the UK, US, white people, like a whole lot of them. But quite recently, let's say about a year or so on, when I really started putting like my black people on, I used to like really put them on much than I did put my black people on. Let's be real with that. Like I had a whole lot of white people one-on-one sessions, and then I used to really do a whole lot of that. Like I don't know, I've forgotten their names. I don't really quote unquote speak with them. Only a few, only one person, only one of them has been like very consistent with me till dates, which is like Abbas. That's why I mention his name all the time. Abbas is from the UK. But like I used to have like a whole bunch of them. Like I come on IG, they're always commenting, talking, and then I'd be teaching them. I'll be doing one-on-one session, them Zoom sessions with them. But like about a year and a half to almost like a year or 2 years plus, where I started like really putting like my black people on, putting like that black excellence thing out there, and putting like that mind reformation. They all literally ran away. Most of them probably unfollowed me. I don't know. I don't freaking care as well. Like, probably they just decided to, hide behind the scenes, and then probably just like, just tap from the knowledge and not necessarily like engage as much, But it's all good anyway. It's all good. Who is talking? Let me see. Jom Wangi. Give me my phone. Where's my other phone? No, you let me use yours for a second. I hope he does not fall in the Kojo Forest test trap. Because if he falls in the test trap,
I just shut and bitter. Your life is not going
Akuya lucky. Akuya lucky pa. Minim so ton Timberland so ton den you. Anyway.
it's now in a priority. If he's a man, he's open. With his 4 chests so that we all see him.
Let's talk about the SMC-ish, right? So I was really talking about the fact that if you want to go by that way, please, are you on Facebook? I'm not really active on Facebook, so just make sure that if you are talking to somebody on Facebook, then it's not really me, because I don't remember the last time I spoke to anybody or posted anything on Facebook. Kojo, please, Kojo, putting the laptop on you risk of developing low sperm count, because that's why you started laughing. You are bad, oh.
He said you're healthy. We thank you.
talk about. I think we were talking about the SMC thing. I said it has a risk element, right? If you know how could you do taxi Jana some more Becano.
But why are they attacking him? He was
Me
just
attack
concerned.
me.
No, not you, the guy. He was just concerned. I mean, he's concerned for his mental.
I said if you want to go by that, right? You cannot compromise it. You cannot compromise it, right? I wish I would be like you. What's making you laugh now again?
Why do they keep switching? If you follow them, you won't say anything, baby.
Abi is their own concern because that's a conversation they want us to have. What do you want Kojo to have? I shaved my beard. Go and bring my razor blade. I use it for juju. That's what makes me understand trading very well. So if you also want to understand trading, go cut your beard. Go cut your beard. You're going to understand the market very, very, very well. I don't think you have any. What is this? I said, don't be like him. Be like yourself. Stop wishing. Lucy Ipere. She's a black woman fighting for the people. Don't be like him. Be like yourself. You make some blogger make money out of what you said, which is what? Kojo is an emoji. Are you serious? Rich people don't have beard. Hey, where did you people go and do that analogy? Ish. So then it means Jude and Common no get beard or what? No get money or what? Because Common Forex is Osama bin Laden, you know. But he still get money. You have strands, no? You'll be the brofuni nabim. I get a standing ovation. Afrocentric, Abu Dhabi. Could you my data won't finish? My guy, man up. Man up. How old are you? To be crying about data. Solely Nigerians are crying about data. Why your data, then they give loan or what? The way people cry about data is as if you can use your data to get collateral. Collateral from your bank. I really appreciate the way Toli Kakra, Fruit Kakra. Juby FX, could you please buy a Lamborghini? Hey, I'm sorry, I don't come my dream. Oh, crap, what a bike? To a bike. I be catch will be someone funny sikan koto de webe wakuma sofe. When are you coming to Nigeria? I've been to Nigeria countless times, but I'm coming there very soon there. Anyway, let's just keep up with that thing. So like, let me just use like a very typical example to show you. Let's be serious here. Right. I think this one perfectly explains it. Let's say I'm trying to like, use an SMC concept here. Let's say I draw all the way down to, let's say, even like the 1 minute, or let's even use like the 5 minutes or 15 minutes, anything. Let me use like the 15 minutes, right? And let's say I'm supposed to like, classify this as an order block, right? This one right here, right? And then I have that order block really established, and then I'm expecting, it's saying let's risk 7 pips, right? 7 pips, and then we're expecting the market to take profit somewhere here. So that literally gives us 1:8, right? Now let's go forward and see what happens. So this market comes to tap into the range, goes up, puts us into profit, does not really reach any far, comes back again, consolidate, puts us into extra profit, and then goes all the way up, right? Approaching take profit. Fine. So if you risk 1%, you literally just made 8% on this trade by risking 8 pips or 7 pips. Now see the mass. That's where most people get it wrong. The math here is that if you have an account of, let's say, 5,000, let me use 10,000 so that it makes it more easier. If you have an account of $10,000, right, and then you risked 1% of that $10,000, then you're risking what? $100, right? With that $100, with this setup, right, you're supposed to make what? 8%. 8%, right? 8%. You're supposed to make 8%. Which indirectly means that what? You would have made what? $800, right or wrong? Which indirectly means that you would have made $800. Very beautiful. It means that if you had risked 2%, right, from this trade alone, then it means that indirectly you would have, if you risked 2%, then you'd have been up what? $1,600, right? Listen to how beautiful it gets. You'd have been up 1,600 just from one trade, right? Just from one trade. Now it even gets insane if you have a trade setup like this, right? That, let's see how far this thing actually goes though, using the same concept. Let me just see how far it goes. Good. You see it keeps going. I want to see how far it actually keeps going though. So yeah, so let's stretch this forward. We stretch this all the way here. Then one trade, 14%. 14 times 2 is 28%, right? So let's say 15%, barely 15%. So 15%, if you risk 1%, right? If you risk 1%, now let's correct this one. If you risk 1%, you're risking what? $100 to make 15%. 15% of 10,000. How much is it, baby? 15% of 10,000. I think it's 1,500. So you literally just made what? 1,500 on this. Imagine that you're risking 2%. Imagine that you're risking 2%, right? think I should probably use my tablet. But anyway, let me just use this one. Imagine you're risking 2%. If you're risking 2%, what does it then mean? It means that for that same trade, you literally just made what? You literally just made $3,000 on one trade. She doesn't know maths. Akwawe, school papa ben akwawe. Who de o brabumda? Captain Kamal, what do you do in life? How can you tell somebody who is a pharmacist who has studied all the Archimedes principles and studied all the medicine in your life and all the complex chemistry, mathematics, that she doesn't know maths? You don't know your life. Anyway, like, you literally just made what? One trade, risking 2%, you made 3,000. That 3,000 is equivalent to what? 30%. That 3,000 is equivalent to 30%. And then, usually, what most people don't know is that if you have investors, if you're a big fund, if you're a hedge fund, whatever, right? The kind of risk expectation, reward expectation that they're expecting is just around that 30%. You know? So imagine that you are a trader that can return that 30% that investor is looking for from just one single trade, which is like if you're using these kind of concepts, right? But what most people fail to realize, right, is that if your stop loss here is 7 pips, right? 7 pips, right? Look at this one. Let's do this math. We are doing a gradual math here, right? You're going to understand. Your stop loss is 7 pips. Baby, you still have your calculator. If 1 pips, right? If 1 pip is equivalent to what's the name? If 1 pip is equivalent to $10, that's on a standard lot. Then 7 pip is $70, right? That means that if you lose, you're supposed to lose. Oh no, that's not even what I'm supposed to do. I mean, we are risking 1%, right? I explained it to you. When it comes to this SMC, most people don't even consider it to that deep extent. But I was talking about the second one. But let's talk about the first one, right? Now, if it's supposed to be $70, right? If you don't want to, because it's 7 pips, you don't want to, then it means you're going to put 1 lot there, 7 lots there, which is just going to make you lose that $70. You get it? 7 lots here is going to make you $70. But that 7 lots, then you have to calculate. So that's you risking by lot size. That's 7 lots, $70. Now by 100 pips, then it's going to be that. What's the name? 10 times 100 is what?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. 10 times 100.
1,000.
So you're not going to get the 3,000. You're going to get 1,000 if you're using just the pips. Because of the pips, you're setting that 7. But if you're using the equity, if you're using the equity that I'm trying to risk 1%, which is like $100, right? I'm trying to risk 1%, which is like $100, and I'm only trying to set a stop loss of 7 pips, right? Who can help me with a mathematical calculation of the lot size required? I think we can use lot size calculator somewhere here. See, let's say we are using, what's all this? What's all this add stuff? Account size 10,000. Risk ratio, we're risking 1%. We're risking 1%. Stop loss in pips, only 7 pips. Trade size, let's calculate. I think you use 1.3, 1.4. So I just did that, 1.4. Now, if your account is, let's say, 100,000, and you are going by the same thing, then you're going to be using 14 lots. But the thing is, for people that trade this way, who are supposed to use the account size to determine the capital at risk, which is the 1% that they are risking, to possibly make that risk to reward, they don't use this lot size calculator to determine exactly how much they're supposed to put on that trade. Then they use their own lot sizes. So you see somebody with like a $10,000 account. You say, I'm trading SMC. I got a setup. What is the lot size that they put there? 0.1. $0.1. How then does it transpire you to make the essence of the concept that you are using to trade? Or 0.2. It's not going to benefit the essence of the concept. Because the concept says, that's the merit too. I'm not talking about the merit. I've not even come to the demerit side. I'm only talking about the merit. The merit says 0.1. Nobody here has 10,000. Baby, tell him. Whether 10,000 or 1,000, we're talking about the facts. You know, the wisdom behind the concept is what we are talking about. It's not even about the capital. You may have the 10,000 later in the future, so apply it. You understand what I mean? So the real thing is that you need to then use the lot size calculator to be able to gauge against exactly what lot size you should put depending on your account balance, if you are using this as an opportunity cost to increase your trade gains when you are right. That's the whole idea and then the whole beauty about SMC concepts. That this is it. This, apart from this, there is no beauty again. There is no because of the entry. It's not because of any. This is the A to Z about SMC. If nobody is telling you, I'm telling you today. Because I've seen certain traders who are able to, like, use the same kind of concept. Let's see, I don't know how far this thing went. Let's just check how far it went. I think this was the farthest it went. I wish he had gone, further up. Because there are certain times that some people find a trade with a very small stop loss like that and then have the trade runs as far as the switch is like 1:22. So it means that if they risk 1%, they are making 22%. If they risk 2%, then they are making what? 44%. But the truth of the matter is that we got to ask that person that indeed on your 10,000 with one trade making 44%, if you raise 2 pips, did you actually make $4,400? Because truth of the matter is that if you really should go into details, investigate how much did that person make, they probably just made a $500 or wakoninima $1,000. It does not replicate what the concept seeks to, embody, or seeks to, envisage or envision. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Am I even making sense? Are you people really like vibing with what I'm saying? Are you really vibing? Somebody say, oh, me, I'm able to raise 2%. I'm able to raise 2 pips, 5 pips, 10 pips. What did you do with risking the 2 pips? What did you do with risking the 10 pips? That is the important thing. What did you do with risking that 5 pips? It's not about the risking the ability to risk and this. And what did you do with risking that 2 pips? How did that implicate directly on your account? Like how? How did it? I don't know if you understand me. If you're not able to prove that, then chances are whatever you say you're using is useless. You understand me? If you're not able to prove it, then chances are whatever you say you are using SMC is as useless as using any other strategy. But if that person is really able to quantify and qualify that I use it and I use that so because of that I was able to double my account in one trade, because this trade gave me risk to reward of 1:50 and I took 2 percentage risk, which makes it 1:100 or 2:100, right? So I used one trade, one setup, I doubled my account. But if you can't do the math as simple as I've said here, your SMC is useless. Now, let's come to the drawdown, right? Because the whole concept seeks to achieve perfectionism. That's the whole idea. Because you are trying to really predict the turning point of the market at the very bare minimum. Very bare minimum means that a little glitch in the market, your 1% is gone. A little glitch in the market, your 2% is gone. So imagine that with my 10,000, I set this lot size, and then I set the stop loss here. And then the broker decided to, price malfunction, everything, small opening here, and then like 7 pips is barely anything. Pew! And then this market just quickly comes back up like this. Within a span of 2 seconds, my 10,800, my 10,000 will now be equivalent to what? 9,800. With that smallest glitch, my 10,000 will now become 9,800. Now, I'm asking myself, do I still have the same confidence to follow this trade, or I'm going to look for a new setup to come back and follow this? So the drawback is that you can finish your capital as fast as possible if you're not getting your perfectionist right. It's not painful if it's something that you truly believe in and you've been using, because guess what? You can lose that 9,800 with one trade, right? The first trade you lost 9,800, right? The second trade you lost again, so you lost another 200, which brings you to 9,600. You lost the third trade, which is another 200 gone, 9,400. You lost the fourth trade again, 200 gone, 9,200. But you won. Remember that because the capital is reducing, the lot size is going to reduce here, right? So let's say you found another trade, right? Which again you're supposed to now risk still 2%. You're risking 2% here. So the account size is what? Now 9,200. And then the lot size. So it's saying we should take the first one here. We didn't do it right because for the first one it was supposed to be 10,000, risking 2% at 7 pips. So we were supposed to use a lot size of 2.8. Now we're still using. Now the account has reduced to 9,200 because we've taken so many losses. We're still risking 2%. So he's saying we should take what? 2.63, right? Now let's say we found the same kind of setup here and then we actually made profit here. Let's say we hit 110 pips, right? 110 pips with an account balance of 9,800. Baby, can you do this math for me? 2.6 times 10 times 110. That's 2.6 for the lot. I'm coming. Times 10 times. Yes. That means that I'm coming on. Give me a second. 2.6 times 10 times 110. It was equivalent to what? 2,860. You took all these losses, but you see the essence? You took all these losses, it brought your account to 9,200. One trade, you were right. You had 110 pips, risking 2% at 7 pips stop loss, which made you take 2.6 lots. So now you've made a profit of 2,860. Can you do 9,200 plus 2,860 for me? Let's see where your capital now. Now your capital now comes back to what? 12,000 and what? 16. 060. You see the beauty of it. You may have lost 1, you may have lost 2, you may have lost 3, you may have lost 4, but the very one that you had it right, it makes back all the losses, including extra profit of 2,000, which now puts you to 20% profit, even though you had lost so much already. I don't know if you guys are the idea is sinking into your head. That's why from the beginning of the lesson I said you cannot compromise. If you want to use SMC, whatever it is, you cannot compromise. Compromising means that you cannot turn your back against it. When you start it, you have to use it, whether in bad days or good days or worst days or rainy days or sunshine days or losing streak or winning streak. That is the only way that you can achieve maximum profitability, satisfaction, reasonability. Otherwise, you are totally wasting your time. Otherwise, you're totally wasting your time. So I think that I think that really just summarizes the whole SMC concept that you people have been wanting to know about. And then, you know, the whole idea, the whole reason, this is the mathematics. I should call this the mathematics behind SMC. Kojo, can I hug you? Come and hug me. I'm here. Ooh. This is it. Simply the mathematics behind SMC. This is it. Anywhere you hear it, anywhere. If somebody say I use SMC, ask the person that, do you use the mathematics behind it as well? If the person don't use the mathematics behind it, it's useless. I don't know if you understand me. If somebody say, oh, Kojo, do you use SMC? Oh, Kwame, do you use SMC? I'll use SMC. I'm an SMC trader. After that, the person just learned full stop. Ask the person that, do you still also use the mathematics behind it? If the person don't use the mathematics, it's useless. It's literally like using any other strategy. They are just using it to find entry, which is okay, because anybody can use any strategy to find entry. I use my own to find entry. Somebody used their own to find entry. We are all going to find entry. But if you don't use the mathematics behind it, which is going to now give you the competitive advantage against my own, then we are both using the same thing. Because the only thing that you're going to get different is the competitive advantage in terms of how much you can make when you are right versus how often you prevent. Yes. That's all to it. All right? That is all to it. Hey, Kojo, how much do you make daily from Forex? I don't make money. Has really learned a lot. I mean, you gotta learn, you know. It took me close to 2 years to learn SMC. Can we still hold AUD card? I am actually holding it, you know. I'm actually that type of a trader that just holds trade all throughout. As far as I believe in, unless I have like very vivid evidence to change my bias of the market. But at the moment, I don't really have anything. Anyway, it's actually 2:30. Baby, what are we going to do now? Sleep? It's very late. So, we got to leave you guys now. All right. We got to leave you now. It's actually 2:35 a.m. Hopefully we get to meet again, explain everything that has been so cumbersome for you.